Ashe family, and welcome to Crowned Real Talk 101. I am Royalty, and today I just want to get on here and do a quick oracle reading. I need to apologize for the last couple of times that I did oracle readings. I was in my bed. The last couple of times I just was like, okay, instead of going downstairs, setting up, or trying to get all professional with it, I just stayed in my bed. And as you can see, I have my white blanket. If you go look at my last couple of oracle readings, the readings were very powerful. They're very powerful no matter where you do them. But I'm going to start putting a little more energy into this because it's something that I really love doing. It is a calling that I have been. I've basically been guided to this gift of mine by the Great Mother, and so I really want to do as much as I can and as many oracle readings as I can. Today we're going to be working with my deck, the angels, gods, and goddesses, and with that, at the end of this reading, I will be pulling one card from the Isis oracle deck that I've been using in the past during my oracle readings. Okay, and I actually wanted to pull one from my new tarot deck as well. So I'm really mixing it up here today, and I normally don't do that, but I do have my new tarot deck, so I haven't really gotten into it, so I want to actually use it today. I want to just pull out one card because I love the way the cards line up. You can't make this stuff up. This stuff, you can just not make it up. So when these cards fall the way they fall, because actually what I do is I deal the cards right in front of your face, and you'll see how it lines up. We'll be talking about one topic, when I do the actual reading, oracle reading, and then any other card that I pull after that has something to do with that exact same subject. So we're just going to get it popping today, with this spirit, and I'm going to cleanse the energy around me. I haven't even lit my sage. Let me get this sage lit here really quick. Just cleanse the energy around me, calling the Great Mother to be here for this reading. I'm going to try to move through it so it's not a long, lengthy reading. And as you can see here, I have all of my crystals. I have my my clear quartz, my lapis lazuli, my cistrine, my pyrite, my amethyst, my rose quartz, my amber, my carnelian, and of course another piece of amethyst. And then in front of this whole card reading, we're going to have the tourmaline. That's just to protect us from the negative energies. Okay. Usually I have my candles going, which is really important for me because I believe we should have the elements around. I'm going to go ahead and sit that on top of the deck. That's my magic wand that I use to clear the cards, get the candle burning here. Okay, because this is how I normally would do my readings. I would have my candles out. I would have all of my elements out. But for the last couple of times, I was just really tired. There was a lot going on. So I just did it in my bed. But just like I said, the readings are powerful. This is my calling. So no matter how I do it, it's going to come the way it comes. You're getting. I'm getting divine downloads from the Great Mother. And she's basically telling me what it is I need to. She's basically having these cards fall as they do. Okay, this has nothing to do with me. So I don't know who this reading is for, but sometimes the readings are for me. I'll do them and I'll be like, wow, that's something I needed to hear. Because we all have a lot of the similar problems, same problems and things like that. So it doesn't surprise me that it adds up that way. Okay, sometimes, but whoever this is for, just pay attention. The other day, I done a reading, and somebody was going through some huge conflict, but all the cards fell, in an order that let me know somebody was getting a divine message, and so I hope they really picked up on that. Okay, so let me just see what the Great Mother is telling me to do. They usually tell me when to stop dealing. Okay, so they're telling me to shuffle it one more time. Okay, so I'm doing it one more time. And telling me you want me to cut it. Okay. Yeah, I usually have to listen to what's being told to me because just like I said, I'm channeling and I'm getting divine downloads, so I'm trying to figure out. Okay, they want me to stop here. That's what they said, stop here. Something's telling me also to cut the deck. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the deck. Okay, no, I won't cut the deck. Sometimes I'm getting these, I'm channeling, so I'm getting a message, and sometimes it gets confused. But they said do not cut the deck. So here we go. So I'm gonna lay these out, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay out 4 cards, and then the 5th card will be from the Isis Oracle deck, and the 6th card will be from the tarot. Okay, so let's get started here. We don't want to make this video too long. So, Angel of Family. This is really beautiful because this keeps coming up in my reading. The Angel of Family is basically saying that your family is going to be okay. And I'm just going to read from the book because I like to give it the way it comes in the book. And I'm learning. That's so beautiful because I'm learning these cards. I'm really learning these cards. And it's beautiful because it's one thing when you first get a deck, you really don't know what the cards may mean. But as you work with the decks, you begin to see the whole synchronicity of it all. But basically, this card is telling you do not worry about your family or your loved ones, for all will work out. The angels surround you and your family at this time, so feel their love and light and know that both you and your loved ones are forever held in eternal embrace of love. Surrender your fears and any concerns you may have for your family, a family member or a loved one. Surrender those fears to the angels and your ancestors and your spirit guides, and surrender those fears to the Great Mother first. And know that the situation is being healed and transformed right now. Okay, so I don't know who's out there, having fear of, I don't know of how you're going to feed your family, or how, things that might be going on with your family. You might have been a part of the shootings that just happened, and you having fear, as far as to send your kids to school. Have no fear. The Great Mother is here. She loves us, and we are divinely protected. Everything happens for a reason. But this is basically just saying, do not worry about your family or your loved ones, for all will work out. You are surrounded by divine forces that you do not even see. So feel their love and light, and know that you are loved, and your loved ones are protected. Okay, all those that you loved are protected. Okay, so surrender your fears. Surrender your fears to your higher power, the Great Mother, God, whatever you choose to call it. Okay, that's card number 1. Oh, this is so beautiful. Because I've pulled this before. The Angel of Abundance. Okay, the Angel of Abundance card. This is the first card I ever pulled when I did a reading for myself. So this is a very powerful card for me. And I'm going to go ahead and see what this Angel of Abundance is talking about. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. So this means someone might be concerned about their family as far as how they're going to deal with the finances in the household. But this Angel of Abundance card is basically saying a steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. The Angel of Abundance have shown up in your reading today to bestow a special blessing upon you. Accept this blessing of light and allow it to flow through your heart and mind. Allow it to both illuminate and inspire you. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest in your life because of your willingness in recent months to give and receive in equal measure. True abundance manifests when we love and value ourselves as much as we love and value those that are dear to us. Keep an open heart and mind and continue to give and receive freely. Accept all the abundance the universe is offering you in the clear knowledge that you do deserve it. Okay? So this card is basically just letting you know, it's plain and simple. Whatever you've been working towards, you might have been working hard in school. You might have been, working hard to pay off student loans. You might have been, just working to provide for your family. Just know that all of your your blessings are here. What you have reaped, you are about to sow. Okay. But the true abundance happens when we manifest, the true abundance is manifested when we learn to love ourselves and value ourselves as much as we love those around us. Sometimes we can love our husband so much, we love our children so much, we love everything so much, but then we don't give ourselves that love. We don't take time to pamper ourselves, meditate, do yoga. We basically beat ourselves up and drag ourselves down trying to take care of everybody else. Now it is time to love you. That is how true abundance is manifested. Because if you're living in a world where you're constantly dragging yourself down for other people, that is basically sending a message to the universe that you don't value yourself. And you need to know that whatever message you send out to the universe is what you will receive. You will receive people in your life that don't value you. You will receive things in your life that is below your expectation. You need to value yourself and love yourself just as much as you love your children, just as much as you love your husband. Okay? Just as much as you love those around you. Okay? So true abundance is on its way. Just tap into yourself. Your family is going to be okay. Do not worry about your family. And the third card is the God of reflection. Okay, and this card is basically saying the qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. Oh, wow, that is deep, because we were just talking about that with this card. Looking into yourself. That is how you manifest abundance. And I'm going to go ahead and see what this is talking about. Angel of Reflections. Okay. And basically, what I will say is that when we're, looking for things to happen in our life, first we have to look at what is it that we're doing. Because sometimes we're looking for things outside of ourselves when really we should be looking within ourselves for these things. And so it's very important that you know that whatever you want to manifest, it starts from within first. Okay? And let me see here. The angel of reflection is basically telling you, oh no, that's the wrong one. Okay, here we go, over on this side. Okay, so sorry about that. So yeah, basically you need to be able to tap into you, and that's how things are really going to happen. You can't keep looking outside of yourself for things to happen within. Okay, so basically what this card is saying is the qualities you see in others are basically a reflection of yourself. Okay, you are giving away your power because you fail to recognize and acknowledge the many wondrous qualities that you possess. The qualities you admire in others are simply reflections of the same qualities within you. Yet often you falsely believe that others are better than you in some way. It is time to let go of that type of thinking and that belief and allow yourself to grow. Okay? All right. Allow your inner beauty, your talent, your creativity to shine. Okay? Let it shine through. From now on, every time you see beauty in another person, let it serve to remind you of your own beauty. If you recognize success in another, check to see how success also exists within inside of you, and so on. As your perceptions are brought into balance, you become a more effective force in the world and have more impact on those around you. By acknowledging all the beautiful qualities that you already possess, you open the door to an endless stream of abundance and blessings which stem from the heart of creation. Okay? You are created by a perfect God, the Great Mother. Okay? She doesn't create dirt. Okay? She doesn't create junk. So you have to know, sometimes when you see the beauty of something in someone else, it's only a reflection of what's going on inside of you. The Great Mother or the God or whoever you worship or whoever you lift high, they are trying to show you something that is within inside of you, something you need to activate within inside of yourself. So quit looking outside of yourself and saying, oh, I wish I could be like that. You are already that. You are already a goddess. You are already everything that you admire in other people. Okay? So basically this is all lining up. Your family is going to be okay. The angel abundance is basically saying the abundance is here. All you need to do is start tapping inside and start activating that love that you feel for everybody else. Activate that for yourself and quit looking outside of yourself and seeing beauty in other things, everything else but yourself. Okay? Start looking at the reflection that the beauty that you see in others as a reflection of what's going on inside of you. There's something that you may need to activate. Okay? Say, for instance, you want to lose weight. You feel like you're a few pounds too heavy. And then when you see a smaller woman or a smaller male, a smaller man, you automatically think somehow that person's life is much more happier than yours, or that they're more beautiful than you. That person is inside of you. That skinny person is right inside of you. You just need to look inside and correct the things that you need to correct in order to bring that person to the forefront. Okay? So that goes with anything else. You want to be a millionaire, you want to have money, you want to have a beautiful life. Is that you looking at other people's life and admiring it and thinking their life is so beautiful? All of that exists inside of you. Okay, quit looking outside of yourself, look within, tap in. That's how you're going to bring happiness to your family. That's how you're going to receive this abundance that's waiting for you. Start tapping into you and be ready to receive that abundance. Okay, let's go to the third card. This is the God of the underworld. There you go. I like this card. I know this is about to be deep. Something which no longer serves you is about to end. So this card is really deep. Something that no longer serves you is about to end, and this is the God of the underworld. Okay, so let's see what this card has to say. These cards are so deep, and they fall so perfectly. Just watch how this message all lines up, and you've seen me deal this deck right before your very eyes. So the God of the underworld, okay, is telling you that something that no longer serves you is about to end. It could be a job. It could be a relationship. It could be a friendship. Okay? Hades is the God of death. And the underworld has appeared in your reading today. This God has appeared in your reading today. And when we say God, we're not talking about a God that you worship. We're talking about energies. We're talking about there's a lot of different energies in the world. You can have a happy energy, a sad energy. You can have, different energies. So there's different energies that come about. Okay, and this one has appeared in your reading today to mirror an impending death. Okay, this is an impending death. Yet this is not a physical death. Okay, rather it is the death of outmoded ways of thinking. Okay, things that you need to quit doing. Doesn't this line up? Stop looking outside of yourself. Okay, there's a death about to happen to your school of thought, your way of thinking. Okay, this is not a physical death. It is rather the death of an outmoded way of thinking, belief systems, or emotional patterns that restrict or prevent you from moving towards a more positive and inspiring future. On a subconscious level, you have yearned to rid yourself of these traits, which deep in your heart keep you from being or experiencing all that you can. Okay, it is difficult sometimes to let go of something that you're so familiar with. Yet know that in this instance, it is essential that a part of you dies in order for you to experience the endless possibilities that await you. Okay, so surrender. Let go gracefully. Do not struggle and resist this period of letting go and allowing things that no longer serve you to die. Okay? This angel, this God of the underworld, is often brutal in his ways, so you may feel unsettled or out of balance in the coming days that are to come. You might feel a huge imbalance. However, remember that this is all a natural part of the healing process. Anytime you're healing, you're going to go through a transformation. You might go through sadness, depression. If a relationship is ending, you might be crying a lot, but just know this is all part of the process. You're going to get through it. You're going to come out on the other side okay. Okay? So do not worry about feeling unsettled or out of balance, okay, in these coming days. However, remember that this is all a natural part of the healing process. This card is not a curse, okay? This card is not a curse at all. Rather, it is a blessing which has the power to transform your life. Remember, death and rebirth are two sides of the same coin. It is two sides of the same coin. Okay, you cannot have one occur without the other. So let go of the old and make way for something new. Okay, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This whole deck is just lining up. Stop worrying about your family. Your abundance is coming. So quit tripping on material things. Start working on you. That's how you manifest abundance, by loving yourself as much as you love everything around you. Okay, start reflecting on what's going on inside of you and quit looking outside of yourself, looking at reality TV shows, looking at, all these false images that we see on social media and TV, and comparing yourself to these things, knowing that all these things are within inside of you. Okay, all of these things are within inside of you, waiting on you to activate them. Okay, and the God of the underworld is letting you know, if you start on this journey and if you hear what I'm saying, you're a lot of things inside of you are going to die. Old ways, old habits, and just allow the process to happen. Okay, don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to feel emotion. Don't be afraid to go sit in that hot bubble bath and just relieve yourself. Go take a spiritual bath, a salt bath, okay, and cleanse yourself of all these energies that has been surrounding you. Okay, now I'm going to go to the Isis deck and pull the card so that we can see how that will line up with this reading here. Go ahead and deal this deck in front of you. I'm going to move these cards up here. Just so you can kind of still see them. And go ahead and read this from the... Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle these cards really quick in front of you guys and see what the Great Mother is trying to tell us when it comes to this reading. This is my Isis deck, my Isis Oracle deck. I love this deck. I've gotten a lot of amazing readings from this. I've done it for other people, and it always comes up on point. And this deck actually represents the rise of the phoenix. That's what that whole image represents. So if you're going through some things, you're about to rise out of those ashes. And it's going to be the rise of the phoenix. So they've told me to stop dealing the cards. So as you can see, I dealt the cards, and I'm about to pull this one. And we're going to see what this is saying. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just pulled this the other day. The Lunar Queen. If you go look at my other video, this Lunar Queen keeps popping up, and I don't really even have to go to the book because I know what she means. Okay, she's carrying the crook of royalty. Okay, meaning that you need to be tapping into your divine energy. Here in this masculine world, a lot of the times our feminine energy is not respected. Okay, and this goes for men and women. Men and women have this divine feminine energy that we need to tap into. It is the Great Mother, basically, revealing herself within. So if you are, going through a lot, you might be emotionally distraught, worrying about your family, worrying about finance, worrying about, being able to keep up with the Joneses, looking at people to be more beautiful than you, or, looking at other people's lives and not knowing that what you see on the outside, for, what you see as far as beautiful in other people is also a reflection of you. This card is basically coming to tell you, please, just start tapping into you. Tap into your feminine energy. Do you see how she's standing there in all of her glory? You know what I mean? She has cast all of her cares to the side, and she carries the crook right there. That is the crook of divine royalty right there, okay? So you need to know who you are. You need to know who you are. You are a celestial goddess, okay? You are created from creation, the creation around you. Especially if you're a melanated creature, you are created from this galaxy. So you need to know who you are, and know that it is time for old things in your life to die. And as I was going to say, sometimes when we're using our masculine energy more so than our feminine energy, we may tend to yell at our children a lot, yell at our husband. We're always frustrated. We're always angry. We're always slamming doors. We're just frustrated all the time. That's a masculine energy. Just like right now, I'm talking loud because I'm using a masculine voice. But if I was to talk like this, now I'm using more of a feminine energy. I'm softer. I'm milder. Start taking care of your feminine energy. Pamper yourself. Take bubble baths. I don't care how busy you are. Find time to pamper yourself, okay? And know that you are divine royalty, okay? And we're going to go ahead and set this card to the side. And I'm going to pull one from the tarot deck and see how that lines up. I haven't really worked with this tarot deck, so I'm just going to, move it around a little bit and see what comes out. Okay, just see what comes out. Go ahead and mix those up there. I'm being told to deal with the deck one more time, and we'll see what card pops up. Three is a powerful number, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this top card over. And this is the card of Justice. Let's see what this card means. As I said, I've never used this deck before, so I have to go to the book and see what the card of Justice means for us today. All right, let's see. Card of Justice. Okay, so basically, as you can see, this deck has lined up pretty much. These cards don't lie. Let's just put it that way. And so just know that the way that these cards are falling, they have a message particularly for you. As I said before, I'm going to have to find this. Let's see. The card of Justice. There we go. And this is an interesting deck. I actually got this deck because I wanted to learn how to read the tarot. And this is, I should have, yeah, this is a little different. Let me see. Well, let's just say, because I really want to read what the book says. I don't want to just go from what I think it says. But if you look at this card, you can see the woman is basically blindfolded. And I don't want to make up what this card means. I don't want to, because I'm getting a download of what it could mean, but I would really like to come from the book. Okay, so just give me a few seconds just to find what this card means, because it's going to line up perfectly with everything that's going on right now with this reading. Okay, card of Justice, come on up, come up for mama. And yeah, just like I said, the way these cards fall, it has nothing to do with me, but someone out here needs to hear this message. And you have to know that if you are worried about your family, you're living in your root chakra, and you need to not do that, because when you have fears, that is a perfect sign that you're living in your chakra. Okay, so this card of Justice basically is here to tell you. The woman representing Justice stands between two pillars. Okay, she stands between two pillars, and I hope you can see that. And I can see the light reflecting off of it in an odd way for me from where I stand. Okay, there we go. The woman representing the Justice stands between two pillars, okay, signifying the need to balance duality. She wears white, representing the purity of her purpose, and she is blindfolded, signifying her impartiality. Before her stands the scale of justice, carefully balanced. She holds her hands up to heaven, and they are illuminated with a light that strikes down towards the symbol of the sun, which is the male energy that sits at the stem of the scale. The scale is a female symbol. This is so deep. We were just talking about the feminine energy. The scale is a female symbol, the astrological sign of Libra, showing the need for balance, okay? We were just talking about that, not using so much of that masculine energy. Let's tap into that feminine. I told you these cards don't lie. The woman standing between a set of stone steps, okay? As you can see, she's standing between this set of the stone steps, perhaps representing our path so far. Now is the time to make balanced decisions that will affect where our path leads us in a future. Okay, so whatever you're doing now, this is so powerful. The symbol throughout this card shows the essence of duality through the two different energies represented, male and female, the yin and the yang, and the need to keep all things in balance. Such is the nature of the universe. Okay, so this is very powerful. Didn't we just talk about balancing things? Okay, we just spoke about this. So that's why, that's like I said, these cards don't lie. They don't lie. They never lie. They never lie. Okay, and just to interpret what that means, justice is very much a card of balance. Though more of the rational, logical kind, using the intellectual mind rather than the emotional self. A balanced mind will be required in order to come to a well-balanced decision that is fair and reasonable for all concerned. Okay, so you need a balanced mind just to even function in the daily life. Okay, so you can't be thinking and worried about your family. You can't be always worried about abundance. You can't always be, looking at people as if they're better than you. And you need to get rid of those things that don't no longer serve you. That's how you create balance, okay? It could represent the legal ruling upon a matter falling in favor of the rightful side, okay? Legal documents are implied, including marriage agreements and such and so on. They all have that balance symbol. Justice usually has a beneficial outcome unless other cards indicate otherwise. So this card being pulled by itself means that you're going to have a very beneficial outcome. Okay, this card is basically saying you need to hang in there. Okay, and create that balance that we were just talking about. Create that balance with the feminine energy. Wasn't this card just talking about the feminine energy and how you need to create that balance? Quit being so hard. Quit being so aggressive. Quit being so angry and start tapping into yourself. Okay? Quit looking outside of yourself and thinking everything is better than you. Everything is happy. Everyone is happier than you. Everything that you see on the outside of you is a reflection of what can be going on inside of you. If only you will allow it. Create that scale of balance. Choose your path wisely. Okay? Please. Understand, your family is going to be okay. Your family is going to be just fine. But first, you need to love yourself, okay? Your family's going to be okay. Abundance is here, okay? The abundance is here. But you need to start tapping in and loving yourself as much as you love your family, okay? That's how you manifest. And then just know that everything that you look out, everything that you're looking to on the outside of yourself as to be more beautiful or more people being more happy or people having a better job or people having a better relationship. These are all things that you possess as well. Just like I said, if you're a heavy-set woman or man and you want to be skinny, and every time you look outside of yourself and see a skinny person, you imagine them to be happier or more exciting, having a more of an exciting life, that skinny person is inside of you. But it takes you to create that change and that balance. It may mean the death of something, just like this card was talking about. The death of food, unhealthy foods, okay? If you want a happy relationship, then you might need to kill the relationship you have going now if it's no longer serving you. It's up to you to create the balance that you deserve in your life, okay? You are the lunar goddess, okay? Pick up your divine crook of royalty and walk high with your head held high. Do not care what anyone says, okay? Be fabulous. Be fabulous. Take time to yourself. Meditate. Take spiritual baths, okay? Do yoga. Do things that bring you peace. Get out into the sunlight. Get out into nature, okay? You are divine royalty. Just know your family is going to be okay. It's time to tap into you. Everything that you have reaped, you are about to sow. Okay? So no worries. Okay? Get into you. Start looking into you. It's the goddess of reflection. Okay? The angel of reflection. Oh, yeah, I was right the first time. The goddess of reflection. Yeah, get into you. Get into what it is you need to be doing. And knowing that your family's going to be okay. Your money is going to be just fine. Everything's going to be good, but it's time to tap into you. Start seeing you for who you are and stop looking outside of yourself and seeing beauty in everything but yourself. It's time to destroy old habits. Put them to rest. It's time to kill old habits, old relationships that no longer serve you, old friendships that no longer serve you, food, low vibrating foods that no longer serve you. It's time to change. Okay? It's time to kill. Okay? Whatever is preventing you from moving forward. Death only means rebirth. Okay? You can't have one without the other. All right? So just know, if there's something in your life right now that you need to get rid of it. Okay? Get rid of it. Get rid of it. And create that balance that you need in your life. Get that balance. Balance that feminine energy. Do not walk around aggressive with a bunch of masculine energy because you're dealing with something that no longer serves you, whether it's a job or a relationship, whatever it is. Get it out your life and create the balance that you need. Okay? And again, this is Karound Real Talk 101. I hope you were able to get something out of this reading. And see you in a minute, family.